Okay, so I put the poll out, and yeah, redo Nero Bride and Osaka Bihime with this better audio. I hope this works as a good catalyst, so I get Nero Bride early. I would like to have as much chords as possible for, say, Miss Crane, but no, I would greatly appreciate having an Umu in my Chaldea besides the original one that is lacking in performance. So, Umu Saber Bride. I have not played Triple C. I know that's why she has this outfit. I don't know the full story. Hopefully, eventually, we'll find out. Base attack is good. It's above average, not by that much, but it's still above average. HP is decently high. Again, not that much higher than I think the average, but still good. And also, if I sound a little more nasally, yesterday I had a bad cold, and now I'm feeling somewhat better. MP charge 0.7%. Good. For her own refund, it doesn't really matter if you're just using her as a support, though, which is probably mostly how I'm going to use her. Hit counts, good. Apparently they actually did buff her hit counts, so it's definitely possible for them to fix hit counts. It's just like, how often do they actually do it? So, you know, servants like John, like OG, not completely outside the realms of possibility. They're just gonna have to completely redo like all her hit count animations. So that's where I see the issue. All right, so first skill has been buffed, and it is very nice as a support servant. 45% MP gen and 30% battery. This is the equivalent of you popping a 2 like non-maxed out Castoria second skills, like the amount of MP gain you get. And also this is the equivalent of 2 unleveled Castoria skills. For quick servants, this is a lot. Their biggest struggle is usually MP gain. You can either use Castoria, to help overcome the hurdles that quick servants have, or you can use Nero Bride. Castoria, as an option, does provide another battery and an attack buff, but it's not nearly as much as Nero Bride. Nero Bride, the only thing Castoria has beat for Nero Bride is just battery. Nero Bride gives more of everything else, especially for a quick servant. Art servant, it's a different story, but in general for quick, like Nero Bride might, if their MP gain is like okay, they like just need a little more to like get to the 50% threshold, you're probably better off using a Nero Bride than Castoria. Castoria is just easier. Not easier, but like you're more likely to have a Castoria than a Nero Bride, just because Castoria is so good. But yeah, this buff really did help out Nero Bride in preparation for Castoria coming out, even though this was literally years ago. Wait, 10? Oh, 4th anniversary. Yeah, no, this buff could be seen as they buffed her in preparation for Castoria. Like they might have known about Castoria a year before Bride got that buff. Huh. Second skill, which is why I say like Nero Bride and for quick servants is a little better. 40% attack, not the 20 Castoria gives with her 30% AoE battery. 40%. So again, if you're not heavily reliant on your support's MP, like some art servants like Muramasa, if you are actually popping Castoria MPs in between his farming, he just gets that much better at looping. Skadi doesn't really do that. He kind of does now that her MP actually gives an attack buff, but you're still probably not MPing with Skadi. in a quick setup. It's probably not going to happen. Star Gen is meh, like especially at 50%. This doesn't guarantee arts cards are gonna gen stars, and like quick doesn't really need Star Gen unless it's like a very weak quick servant. Third skill is the one that is getting buffed. They are only giving it Sky Attribute damage mod, but this is still targetable. So all of our skills are all targetable. Nothing is selfish. You can slap Nero Bride in any looping team, and it's just going to perform better. I do have to preface this. That is for looping teams that have problems looping. If you're looking for like more damage, for arts, Tamamo probably is better. Arts Tamamo might give you more back as a plug suit support in terms of like damage if like your refund is already like fine. Whether it's 100% or not is up in the air. Because like Castoria, you don't need to pop all the buffs depending on how strong the looper is. But I mean, Sky Attribute, Castoria doesn't give that. No other support, like the meta supports, Reigns, Waver, Skadi, they don't, and Oberon, they don't give damage mods, but Castoria, Vitch, and Nero Bride do. So just something to help Nero Bride stand out from just being Castoria, but like worse. Because she's not. She fills a different role than Castoria. Castoria allows quick art servants to really loop. Nero Bride enhances other servants, not just arts, by looping. Debuff resist at 15%. 8% quick. She only has one quick card, but it is not that bad. It's a decent quick card. I personally see Nero Bride as a support, so I would go mana loading. However, she is a damaging. She does have a damaging MP. Single target. Yeah. So her damage is here, and again, this is only when you put everything on herself. So she does do decent damage, especially if you get Sky Attribute. But the thing is, I'd rather be using like another servant to be doing damage. Like, I'd rather have Dioscuri being my DPS than Nero Bride, because Dioscuri can has some kind of ramp up, and they just go really, really fast. Their crits are good. Nero Bride doesn't have anything for crit synergy, so her is like purely MP looping, while like Dioscuri is like MP looping and crit synergy. Like, even though they don't have crit in their own kit, like the ability to get crits is still really, really easy. Like, since they get 10 stars from their MP. So if you want your ride to be your DPS, you can get extra attack. This doesn't really come up. Okay. She has a buffed MP, which is why she's even this high on... It's why she's even this high on the list. She technically should be down here, but she got that MP buff like really, really early, which is why she is here. Okay, yeah, actually... Okay, so I don't want to be like a downer, but let's just look at this real quick. Because she has a buffed MP, this is technically MP2 of what her original MP was. These are all servants with buffed and non-buffed MPs. And this is what their MP2 damage would be. So really, we'd have to find someone here. This is what Nero Bride's damage originally was on her MP, 36, because this jump in MP copies is pretty similar. We can kind of extrapolate from there. Yeah, sure, MP just hit lower. The only reason she's up here is because of the buffed MP. I know in my comment section I have someone that like really praises Nero Bride, and this is a good MP for like suppressing fire. Like you're constantly getting defense down and crit chance down as long as you're looping the MP. But that's the thing, you have to loop the MP. I mean, you have to rely on crits, like arts crits, to do that if you want her to be DPS. Like her arts card refund will be good, like don't get me wrong, but like she's not doing it from her MP. It has to solely come from pretty much her arts cards. But burn, so you can use Honey Lake, in which case like any of these sabers can use like any of these sabers technically can use Honey Lake with command codes, but like it's always better to like, if you're using Honey Lake, to like have someone that could actually put burn on, just in case like, hey, you're in like an art spamming team, you're not necessarily hitting command codes that have the burn on it. Like you might be focused on like arts chains over putting the burn on, and then if you don't have the burn, Honey Lake's not going to do much besides Invo Pierce. It's still good, but it's not like worth the CE. Honey Lake is only worth it if you actually are using the burn part. Alright, we're almost done. Fonzie, arts buff while she's on the field. This is the same as Tamamo. Overall, should you get Umu? Like, is she must summon? I think she's more worth than Osaka and Galatea just because she's limited and those two are permanent. But she's not someone that you need. Like, in my tier list, I have her at like A tier because she's a very good support, but she's not breaking the meta. Like, you don't see people running double Nero Bride. That just doesn't happen. You see her supplementing Castorias setups and Skadis setups for quick. Or it's like a Lancer boss and like you just bring Nero Bride because she like is decently tanky for those. Like she'd be more tanky than say a Skadi or a Castoria. I don't think she's must summon, but she is very nice to have on your account because she just makes looping easier. And since my training weights are finally about to come off, meaning I won't have to be using the Arctic Mysticone anymore, and I can start using Plug Suit for farming again. I'm definitely going to be getting levels in Nero Bride and Tamumo. That's just a fact of what's going to be happening soon. Very excited for that because I hate Arctic Mysticode so much. I hate it. I just don't like it. It's boring. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Nero Bride. Hopefully this serves as a good catalyst so I get her early, just like I got Tyra. I got Tyra super early, so I hope that happens with Nero Bride. Alright, see you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like or a sub. And if you're feeling really generous, give me some feedback on the video in the comment section. I am very much looking to improve in the coming months as the channel continues to grow. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.